Yep, it's me again. They hate us. This is why they give a fuck about us at the same time. As always, I am your host, JD Miles. The MGTOWs, they love to hate. Even the ones that claim everybody loves to hate them, loves to hate MGTOW at the same time, as always, which is why they keep us relevant to this very day, and I'm back again. And which y'all see the topic of today's discussion. And shout out to Devil's Advocate. I'll leave the link to his full video in the comment section. Go check it out. But let's talk about this shit because yes, Sha'carri Richardson was arrested following alleged domestic abuse at an airport. The crazy part about it is that everything is on tape, is on camera. But then we hearing Simps, Panda Bears, and White Knights saying they're trying to make each and every excuse that they can to make Sha'carri Richardson look as innocent as possible. And get this, you retarded fucks, this shit ain't working. In fact, yes, I'm also gonna call these Sims out too because look how hard in the paint they're trying. Look how hard in the paint they are trying to make Sha'carri Richardson as innocent as possible for putting her hands on Christian Coleman. I mean, the shit is so retarded as fuck. But get this. If it's a man putting his hands on a woman, oh, they condemning him to the 10th power. But because it's a woman putting her hands on a man, somehow it's different. Somehow there should be exceptions to those goddamn rules. Fuck that retarded fuck-ass logic. A man should not put his hands on a woman, and a woman should not put her hands on a man. Case in point, everybody should keep their hands to their goddamn self. And no, we don't give a fuck if she is an Olympic sprinter, Olympic sprinter medalist. She is no exception to those rules. But enough of me talking. Let's get down to it, shall we?
What's up, guys? I want to do this is a video on the whole Sha'carri Richardson craziness. This statistic that I constantly love reading because it's not put out there. It's not mainstream. This is a statistic that isn't mainstream. 70% of one-way DV, okay? 70% of non-reciprocal DV, one-way DV, okay, domestic violence.
DV, domestic violence.
Is committed by women against men. One way. What does that mean? Women abusing men. Men not retaliating, men not doing nothing about it. 70% of one-way domestic violence, i.e. one partner abusing the other partner, is committed by women. We don't talk about it enough. It is not promoted. It is not talked about in the mainstream, stratosphere.
That is true. And oftentimes when people bring up that stat and bring up that issue is laughed at, is mocked at. Oh, it's not taken seriously. But if the genders were reversed, as I said, they will condemn him to the 10th power. But you see the double standards and hypocrisy here? And speaking of double standards, I will also be calling out Ryan Clark on this because let's just be upfront and real. Ryan Clark, stick to sports where you're good at. Oh, there should be a double standard. Man, shut your simp ass up, trying to excuse their behavior. And let's just call a ball and a strike a strike. All Ryan Clark is doing is trying to simp for Sha'carri Richardson, in which the shit ain't working. We all saw the footage. And to all you retarded fucks saying that, oh, it's Christian Coleman's fault that Sha'carri Richardson put her hands on him. Y'all can also have several seats to shut the fuck up as well. And all the rest of you retarded fucks saying, oh, Christian Coleman put her hands on her first. Guess what? We're gonna see the video and let's see what really happened. But let's continue on.
Yeah. So this is a perfect example. Let's talk about it.
So she was the one putting hands on him and was arrested. You guys are blaming him? Yo, only on the shade room. Nah, don't scroll unless you a goofy. So Olympic medalist Sha'carri was at the airport putting hands on her boyfriend. Police say camera footage show her trying to pick a fight with him as he kept trying to walk off, shoving him, throwing objects at him, even pushed him where he fell into a coma. But it gets worse. People are blaming him for this happening, saying that what did he do to trigger her? Like there are literal people on the internet saying,
oh, what did he do to trigger her? What did he do to trigger her? Man, I swear there's a bunch of retards that's on social media that wants to sit there and try to excuse the behavior. There's no excusing this shit. There's no justifying this shit. She put her hands on him, and that is that. Let's continue.
Yeah, what could he have done to cause this? Or she needs to get away from him because he is going to cause her to lose her future. Or tell her keep her hands to herself. Because the police came and arrested her, he did not cooperate with the police. He told them let her go. Now, if he closed fist hit her with a Mike Tyson, the whole narrative on the internet would have been different. But some of you toxic shotties on these shade room and all these other blog page comments swear to God that if a shotty crashed out, she put her hands on the dude, is justified because he had to do something to trigger her, right? I swear, y'all treat accountability like it's a sin in the Bible. I've never seen this many people upset at someone else for getting hit on.
And those will be the same retarded fuck ass bitches trying to lecture men on accountability. Facts. The same ones trying to lecture men on accountability will be the same ones that will be the same ones that will try to justify the accountability of a woman doing something that she doesn't want a man to do to her. Off the gate, let's continue.
How y'all mad at him because she hitting him? What do y'all think about this whole situation?
This is why?
Because they're bitter broads that clearly hate men. They hate men so much that even if the perpetrator is a woman, they will try to find any and every way possible to try to shift the blame back on him. Talk about moving the goalpost. No. They didn't just move the goalpost. They decided it was best to completely shift the goalpost on the opposite side. All because they don't want their fellow woman to take accountability for their actions. But these will be the same ones expecting men to take each and every accountability for theirs. The shit is dumb. Let's continue.
I do not fall in the whole victim blaming shit because women do it. If the man is a victim, women will say, "Oh, what did he do to deserve it?" Women will say that shit. Women have I've seen so many women, particularly internet women. They will say, "What did he do to deserve it?" Because you can look at that. What is it? That comment. What was it? Okay. Let's imagine it. He was doing so good. Stay away from women while you're on your path to success. They aren't that important, just energy drainers and distractions. Well, some, a lot, many. What if, remember, what if we did that in reverse? Does that make sense? Oh, I hate this for him. Imagine, if he laid his hand on her, if he laid his hands on her, you think these women would do that, say this exact same thing? He needs to let her go. If she triggers her that much, cause no, man. What if, like, again, I'm trying, it's a little bit difficult and wonky. If he abused her, you think women would say all these things? Reverse it. No. They would blindly support the woman. The victim. Literally, this man is the victim in this, and he gets no support. People are telling him
straight up. And these will be the same ones talking about, you're victim blaming the victim. But then turn back around and do the exact same shit. This is the reason why I don't take these retarded fucks seriously. All this one-sided bullshit, no one's trying to hear it. The facts are the facts. She put his hands on him. And it's all recorded and documented. But look how hard they are trying. Look how hard they are trying to try to throw the blame back on him. When it's the other way around, will they do that same thing to him? Will he get that same treatment? Will the dude put his hands on a woman get that same treatment? Oh, it's her fault that it happened? No, they wouldn't. And again, we're dealing with this rules for me, but not for thee bullshit. And the crazy part about it is that they actually think that people is going to turn a blind eye just because she is a woman putting her hands on a man. Nope, that's not how this shit works, you retarded fucks. Let's continue.
Her to leave it, which she should, because she's abusive. He should be leaving her. But no, she needs to leave him because he deserved it, or he triggered her, or he's the reason why she laid hands on him.
And the majority of these bitches saying that shit are bitter as broads, who bees on social media 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, always airing out their grievances when it comes to men. Certified fact. Let's continue.
Update. The airport just released the footage of Sha'carri putting hands on her boyfriend, even though everybody keep blaming the boyfriend for what happened. Let's play the video.
Let's see it.
So boom, here go the footage. Forgot on purpose this escape. I don't know if you guys seen, but she got him. You feel me? She got him. Keeps on going.
So where's the part where he hits her?
But they blaming him still. They still blaming him on social media, saying what he did. Saying it's his fault. You dead.
So wait a second. Wait a second. So now that we are seeing the footage, I'm trying to figure out at what part did Christian Coleman put his hands on Sha'carri Richardson? Oh, wait, he didn't. But we see Sha'carri Richardson putting her hands on him, pushing him and shit. Okay then. So to all you retarded fucks sitting there saying, but Christian Coleman put her hands on her, so she decided to put her hands on him. Y'all can all have several seats and shut your retarded fuck asses up forever. And this is why I push for people to record moments such as this. There's he say, there's she say, and then there's video evidence. And video evidence will win every time. But let's continue.
Seeing the footage, she mushing him in the face, she pushing him into stuff. He trying to get away from her. She's trying to escalate the situation like she want to swing back. And y'all still blaming him? He the reason she not locked up right now. He even went out and put out a whole statement saying, yo, she not wrong, etc. And y'all still saying, oh, it's him. He the problem. He had a profile.
What? This is
Make the retarded logic make sense. She's putting her hands on him, but yet it's still his fault. Make the retarded logic make sense here. Let's continue.
It's so funny. Everybody always shows the reaction, but never what led up to it. Let's not act like some of these men don't provoke a woman to do these things.
And let me react to that comment too. So, ma'am, where is your evidence that clearly states that he provoked her? Because we all seen that video footage. Where is it? Oh, I get it. You don't have it, but let's take a wild guess here. You were there. You were there when it all happened. You've been to their house. You rode with them. You've been to the same places at them. Where's your evidence then? You don't have it. You don't have it. So you have nothing to back up your claims that, oh, he provoked her. But you got your mouth open claiming that, oh, this is how it happened. Fellas, this is the reason why I can't take hearsay seriously. And to me, this is all what it is, hearsay compared. This is all hearsay compared to what we are actually seeing. And as far as I know, these bitches don't know shit, but they got their mouths open as if they do. But let's continue.
The insanity. I'm sorry, I'm being loud, I'm being emotional, but I get emotional. The audacity, the hypocrisy. I get emotional on that shit. You think a woman will say that shit if a man laid his hands on a woman? Do you think that? Oh. What about what led up to it? Right? Why we all thinking about what happened, like her getting abused, right? Her black eye stuff. Why don't we know what led up to it? Okay? Let's not.
They don't know. They don't know shit, but they act like they do. But this is also the reason why when people say, where's your evidence proving your claims, proving your claims and shit, they get quiet like a church mouse because even they don't know what happened. They don't know what led to it. But as always, they got their mouth open, pretending like they do when they don't. But let's continue.
Act like some of these women don't provoke a man to do these things. Could we do that in reverse? Could we do this shit in reverse? No, we can't. We can't. It is okay to victimize men. I've said this countless times before. Women constantly say, no, don't blame the victim. No. Don't blame the victim if it's a woman. If it's a man, he's to blame.
Hard facts. You see, this is the reason why this gender war is going to continue, whether people like it or not. This is one of the reasons why the gender war exists. Oh, if if something happens to her, she's a victim. Don't victim blame her. But when something happens to him, it's his fault. It's his fault. He should be condemned. But to see the gender bias, but to see the double standards, the selective outrage, and the blatant gender bias. But people crying, bitching, and complaining about the gender war. Oh no, the gender war ain't stopping. The gender war is at full throttle. And it's shit like this is the reason why. Yes, they could cry, bitch, and complain all the fuck they want, but guess what? As long as they continue to ignore situations like this, the gender war ain't stopping. They can only hope to contain it. Let's continue.
All right? He's the blame. Don't matter if he got abused. What happened? What happened? What led up to it? Right? What led up to it? Because it's probably his fault, right? It was his fault that the outcome was that. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Bro, provoke her like, come on, bro. It get to a point. Accountability is not a sin in the Bible, bro. Accountability is not a sin in the Bible, bro. Why y'all still blaming this man? So you put hands on your boyfriend because of past trauma. Sha'carri had to remake her apology because her last one, she didn't really directly apologize to him. He claims that she put hands on him because of past trauma. And people on social media are straight up saying, if this was a dude, he would have...
In other words, she put her hands on him because of past trauma. So basically what Sha'carri Henderson is saying is that she put her hands on him because she herself is a hurt individual. And as that saying goes, hurt people hurt people. But let's continue.
Lost all his brand deal. Some people ask...
And past trauma wouldn't have been an excuse if he laid hands on her. And I guarantee you, these men that are violent, they probably got abused when they were kids. So is that a good reason for him? Is that a good enough excuse for him to be violent to women?
Nope, no excuse. No excuse for him, and damn sure no excuse for her either. This is why you hear people say, hurt people hurt people. And fellas, I'm going to say this right here. Now, and yeah, let me say this to the women as well. Control your goddamn hurt before you take your hurt and lash it out on other people. And no, just because you dealt with past trauma does not justify you inflicting your past trauma onto other people. Control your goddamn hurt before you hurt someone else. And no, there is no excuse. There is no justifications. Point blank, period. Let's continue.
Is that fine? So we can excuse violence if there were past trauma.
Asking if this was a man that did this, would he have been forgiven? And even the Breakfast Club has something to say.
I'm telling you, so Guy would have did that. It'd have been World War III on social media. Yes. And then the day to put out an apology like that, y'all wouldn't even be accepted.
Some people are even worried about him, telling him leave her because they're fearful of what she does behind closed doors because she was quick to put hands on him out in the open at the airport. While others are saying that he's a grown man.
And you see that why I said 70% of one-way violence is committed by women against men? Here's a man that's not retaliating. He doesn't even want her to get consequences. And that is a problem. That is a problem.
And what's more, Christian Coleman was doing exactly what what most of these men on social media advocate. If she puts her hands on you, walk away. No, don't strike her back. Just walk away. But notice in the video, as he's walking away, what is she doing? What is she doing? She's chasing after him. She's chasing after him, still putting his hands on him. Under normal circumstances, when that shit happens, where she's putting her hands on him, he walks away, and she chases after him, still putting his hands on him. That's when oftentimes these dudes will strike back. No shit. That's what actually happens. But notice he continues to walk away. She's still chasing him, putting his hands on him. Now, if he turns around and retaliates, well, is he the villain? The double standards and hypocrisy is at an all-time high. Let's continue.
Us as men, we accept being abused. We accept being treated like shit. We accept it. It's a man, right? Oh, you shouldn't cry. You shouldn't be hurt if a woman hits you, if a woman abuses you. You're a man. You're a tough man. So no, you shouldn't be. No, that's the disgustingness of this. That's the absolute disgustingness of this. That we as men have to accept abuse because we're men. We're men. We shouldn't get hurt. We shouldn't get hurt by a woman laying her hands on you.
Now suppose it gets down to a point to where she goes from pushing and slapping to then it escalates to her stabbing him or shooting him to death. Will they still have that same excuse, or will they be treated like a goddamn murderer? Okay then. And I'm going to stop this video right here. But let me call out these simps, these white knights, these panda bears, and all these retarded fucks who wants to cater to Sha'carri Richardson. All you retarded fucks sitting there trying to make each and every excuse that you can to try to justify her behavior, you retarded fucks is part of the problem. No shit. And no, Uncle JD does not give a fuck if you mad and you catch feelings over what I'm saying right now. You are part of the problem. Because y'all be the same ones that's going to be crying, bitching, and complaining if those gender roles were reversed. He putting his hands on her. Oh, the audacity! He's abusing her and this type of shit. But when it's a woman doing that same shit, y'all have a change of energy. Now there are exceptions to the rules, in which nobody's trying to hear it anymore. We are now at a phase to where, yes, he needs to keep his hands to himself, but guess what? She needs to keep her hands to herself too. No one's trying to hear the excuses. No one's trying to hear the bullshit. It is what the fuck it is. Both men and women need to keep their hands to themselves. And no, just because you are a woman does not justify you being abusive to your boyfriend and husband. Y'all are also held on the same accord as he. No doubt, without a doubt. And no, Ryan Clark, and yes, I am calling you out. No, Ryan Clark. No one ain't trying to hear that, they should be double standards. How about you shut the fuck up and stick to sports? Trying so hard to simp for each and every female athlete. But as Uncle JD also stated, you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot defend them all. Especially when they're the ones who are fucking up off the gate. But I'm going to stop it right here. Once again, shout out to the Devil's Advocate. If y'all want to watch his video in its entirety, I'll leave the link to the comment section. Go check it out. Tell him J Miles sent you because this video is approximately 40 minutes long. I I wish I could continue further, but my time is way too short. So yeah, if y'all want to watch this video in its full entirety, the link to his full video will be in the comment section. Go check it out. But nevertheless, I said what I had to say. I'm done. I'm done with these retarded fuck ass bitter broads, these simps, these Captain Saber hoes, these panda bears, these white knights trying to justify women putting their hands on men. Both men and women need to keep their hands to themselves. I said what I had to say. I'm done, and I'm out this bitch. Later.